So today I want us to look at some of the reasons why engineers consider registering as professional engineers in Kenya. And because this is something that I didn't know at one point in my career, I just want to put it out there that if you don't know, if you're starting out your career, if you just graduated, you need like a maximum of 3 years of professional exposure to be able to be considered by the Engineers Board of Kenya to be registered as a professional engineer. And some of the reasons why you should do that or why other people do that are in this video, and we'll discuss everything in just a few minutes. I have actually attached like a link for you for a video where I give you like the basic requirements that you need to now be registered with Engineers Board of Kenya. Many people register as professional engineers for very different reasons, and everybody has their own reasons. And I've just compiled some of the reasons why engineers out there register. But also in this video, I've included how can I call it? Is it a testimony or is it one of the engineers I know, I asked her to share a reason why she registered. I was actually inspired a lot by her journey, and like inspired a lot when I was registering myself. So I asked her, she gave me a lot of guidance, and I was able to ask her why she decided to register. And I'll share her reason at the very tail end of this video, so stay tuned. The first reason why I think engineers choose to register as professional engineers, or the first reason why maybe you might consider if that's something that you want to do, is number one, if you want to get or be exposed to more opportunities. So you want to open yourself to any and every opportunities that come your way. This actually, now that I think about it, applies also to the graduate membership with the Engineers Board of Kenya, because there are actually other opportunities that requires you to have that registration with the Engineers Board of Kenya as a graduate. But then when we come now to the professional engineer registration, there are also likewise opportunities that will specify that the person required for this job must be a registered licensed professional engineer. So if you want to open yourself more to those opportunities that require that, then that might be a reason for you to register as a professional engineer. But we have to put it out there that not all jobs require you to register as a professional engineer. For sure, no, not all of them. So if you want to be a designer, if you want to work in design, if you want to be a design engineer, I think there is no way that you're going to escape this. It's going to work for you in many ways, then it's not going to work for you. So it's something that you should consider working towards, to open yourself to more opportunities. Another reason why you might consider registering yourself as a professional engineer would be to open yourself to better opportunities, right? So before you register yourself, people look at you as an engineer under training. And the industry, I don't know why the engineering industry has a job title called graduate engineer. It doesn't make sense to me, because graduate engineer it's a status. It's a status. It doesn't really define a job title. You know, there is no job that you do in engineering called graduate engineering. You know, you never get a job title called professional engineer. But people out here advertising jobs called graduate engineer role. That is not our role. You know, you'd rather put it as a junior structural engineer, junior highway engineer, junior highway engineer too. I don't know how many numbers you want to put after that, but let's just stop calling job positions graduate engineer, because that's not a job position. That is not a job position. So graduate engineer is a status. It's the status of a person who has not been approved by the relevant bodies to be trusted to execute engineering responsibilities on their own and take liability. You know, take responsibility over designs. Take responsibility over engineering decisions. So we should not be calling someone an engineering role, a graduate engineering position. No, that's so wrong. So then, if you want to get exposed to better opportunities, what do I mean by better opportunities? To opportunities where now you've been in the industry, you've gained some experience, and now you want to be trusted as someone who can be responsible over design. So when you get this credibility, it works the same way as certifications. If you have the PMP, someone understands that you understand issues around project management. It's the same thing when you get this license, then it's a proof that you've been checked to be able to, as someone who is able to be responsible over designs. Speaking of being responsible over designs, that also comes with you're able to legally stamp, approve drawings and things like that, because now being licensed comes with a stamp also. You also get a stamp, so you can be able to stamp and approve drawings. Yeah, so you get all this, like you're kind of like a trusted person legally to execute engineering duties, and you're responsible for those designs that you stamp and approve and all that. The responsibility is on you. There's that reason why engineers consider registering as professional engineers. Some do it to get the end title, to be called engineers. Honestly, I think people should be called engineers after they graduate. I mean, there are people who, when someone is called engineer, someone, they, you feel that, the graduates who feel like, oh my God, I've committed some crime. But it's not a crime. It's just that you're not supposed to use it like you're not supposed to impersonate somebody who is licensed, like legally or professionally, but like just calling yourself engineer someone. I mean, you're an engineer, for God's sake. But then if you want to use the title legally, yeah, some people do it for that. Yeah, some people actually do it for that. Some people actually register to tick a box, tick a box and get the nice end title before their name. Yeah. So I think those are some of the reasons why engineers consider registering as professional engineer. If you have maybe other reasons why you consider registering as a professional engineer, then maybe you may share in the comments. Probably could be helpful to someone. Ready to share Engineer Maureen Mwangi's reason why she decided to register as a professional engineer. But just to remind you to subscribe, like, share this video with others who might be in this stage of their career. Right, so this is why Engineer Maureen Mwangi decided to register as a professional engineer. Now that I think about it, apart from being ambitious, I knew the registration came with freedom that comes with professional credibility. It gave me options that I could explore in the long term, be it employment, consultancy, without feeling trapped or desperate. So that's why Engineer Mwangi decided to register as a professional engineer. And I think that's tied to the second reason that we gave, to give you like better opportunities, but she gives like another layer of it to give you freedom to explore other opportunities, which is tied to the first point that you gave. It gives you a chance to get more opportunities. Thanks for watching. Cheers.